Hello, I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank, and I have your forecast for the rest of this Sunday and for the next several days. And let's take a quick look at the daylight tracker. So good news here is that, of course, this is February 11th, and the sun rose this morning at 6:46, setting today at 5:11. But the bad news is we won't see any sunshine whatsoever today. However, the good news is that just 1 month from now will be the first day of daylight saving time. That means we'll be springing forward 1 hour, and that means the sunset on March 11th will be 6:46 p.m. How's that for a switch? So something to look forward to. Also, a quick look at February so far. With yesterday's warm day with up to 10 degrees above the average, that has hoisted the mean temperature for the month into the positive territory here, going above zero. So that's the way it looks. In fact, we're going to have a few warm days coming up this week. Today, for one, and certainly on Wednesday and Thursday look like warm days, at least to me right now, and Friday as well. So we have some temperatures certainly going to go way into the plus column with the temperatures expected this week. The high temperatures tomorrow will be basically in the 40s around here, still cold off to the west, and still warm hanging on to the south. But it looks like with time, the warm air is going to come right back up the eastern seaboard like it's going to try to do again late today. Now, the temperatures are falling in Boston this morning, will fall down to the upper 30s and stall there. And then it looks like they may go back up again as this low comes along the front and helps to pull the warm air back up into southern New England, especially south of the Mass Pike. It may possibly break through into Boston as well this evening. It may go back to the 50s, but that's not a sure bet for Boston, but it is a sure bet for southeastern Massachusetts. So you see that rain all along that front. It's even going to get heavier with time late this morning into the afternoon hours, and as that rain plumes up into northern New England, it may be cold enough at low levels to produce some freezing rain or a few ice pellets mixed in here. That's why the National Weather Service has a winter weather advisory up. If you're going to be traveling up north today, just be careful in some of these locations if there is just enough cold air to make some icing in some spots. But there shouldn't be any of that down in southern New England. But we will have that rain, which may cause some flooding in poor drainage locations, street flooding, that sort of thing. As we go through the day, looks like at least another inch of rain in some spots. Will get up to 1.5 inches of rain from now on, from mid-morning to mid-evening, as we see the rain coming through. Some of the heaviest rain around 11 o'clock to about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Note the temperature in Boston is near just below 40 in points north. And then watch what happens to the temperatures this evening. It looks like they're going to tend to go up to the 50s this evening as the wind picks up out of the south and that wave of low pressure comes through here and pulls the warm air up. Meantime, up north, it stays in the 30s. We may briefly go to 50 in Boston this evening as the overall atmosphere really warms up quite a bit. Then by dawn, it's back down to the 40s. And tomorrow, it's for the most part going to be around the lower 40s with a changeable amounts of clouds and sunshine going by, sort of layers and strips of clouds going by. Then it becomes sunnier in the afternoon. It'll be okay after that. One other thing, there's going to be hardly any wind today, light out of the northeast. But this evening, as that low comes up, it may pull some warm air and a lot of wind over Cape Cod and the islands. 25 to 40 mile per hour winds are possible there this evening. Here's my forecast for the next 7 days. You got a changing temperature pattern today for sure, dropping in the upper 30s in Boston and staying there, but possibly rising this evening. Meantime, over southeastern Massachusetts, a much better shot of it going back in the 50s there this evening. Tomorrow, the high about 43, starting out near 40 in the morning. Clouds giving way to partly sunny weather, and then a lot of the clouds sort of disappearing in the afternoon. Sunny and cold on Tuesday, starting out 20, going up to 35. Wednesday is Valentine's Day, so it starts near freezing, and it goes up to 48 as it turns partly cloudy in the afternoon. Some showers maybe around Thursday morning, goes to 55 with partly sunny weather in the afternoon, and then it may even go higher than that. There's a chance that we may really get into the warm sector on Friday. It's not etched in stone yet, but if we do get into that warm sector, we go to 64 with a brand new record high temperature before it turns much colder next weekend. That's your forecast for now. You can watch WBZ News tonight at 6:30 and 11 o'clock, and also see it at 8 o'clock on my TV 38 for the latest news and weather updates. Have a nice rest of the weekend.